They were focused on whether or not they could prove something in court, a crime. And in the end, a lot of these things, they didn't have enough evidence. They got thwarted by people who were trying to obstruct the investigation, including the president. And so that really hampered their ability to get at the truth here.
And it underscores completely rebuts the president argument that the whole Russia investigation was a hoax.
We're about to find out if the new president of our country is going to do what Russia wants.
As if there are no shoes on the Trump human centipede that are not about Russia. Russia, Russia, Russia.
This cloud about collusion with Russia will hang over him no matter where he stands.
I think they're shocked that the noose is tightening.
It's clear that Mueller is now connecting the dots between a massive obstruction intended to hide the truth.
Donald Trump's done. He's done. There's no question about it.
He's got to know his future looks like it's behind bars.
We have a treasonous president.
We now have to figure out how to deal with a president of the United States who wittingly or unwittingly has been compromised.
Presidency is effectively a Russian op.
Get the person's phone records. Really here they see these calls to the block number, and now there seems to be good evidence that that was probably President Trump.
We begin with a new report that Paul Manafort, the president's former campaign chairman, paid secret visits, multiple ones, to Julian Assange at the Ecuadorian embassy in London. This is according to The Guardian.
President Trump directed his attorney to lie to Congress.
As you have pointed out, there were 27 indictments. Early on, I remember in February of 2017, right after the president was in office, we were learning about contacts that his campaign had with Russians. Of course we wrote that story. That was an explosive story. That was the very beginning, as you remember. We wrote about contacts that Michael Flynn had with Russians. They were very, very important stories, and we should not forget that was part of it. That was a big part of this investigation. I am very proud of our coverage. I have no problems with it. We kept on the ball.
The crime is as clear as the fact they got away with it. Could you address that line? Because there's a sense that, hey, there's a whole different set of rules for the ruling class in D.C.
Are you talking about with the Russia investigation,
yes.
You said? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. What's interesting about this, too, is now we are getting information in real time that it wasn't just Hillary Clinton. It wasn't just Barack Obama. It was actually Joe Biden being part of this as well. That's very problematic, not just for his campaign, but for the American people to now see behind the curtain that these people were mobilizing an entire federal government to try and take down and smear a private citizen, if they can do that to Donald Trump while he's running for president, if they can do that to Donald Trump while he is president, they most assuredly can do that to you as an American citizen. That should be terrifying, and these people should be held to account. We've been talking about this now for years, and every time the president said his campaign was spied upon, the media laughed. Turned out to be true. We found out about Lisa Page, Peter Strzok, the two lovers coordinating against this president time and time again. This is the government actually mobilizing against somebody. That is a very serious problem, and we hope these people are held to account. Somebody needs to go to jail.